Hello, my name is Josh Merhar, and today I'm going to help you get comfortable grooving in 5. In this video, I'm going to take you through a process, and you can take any groove and any time signature and run it through this process just to get a little more freedom and to get a little more comfort with whatever that groove may be. And the goal is to be able to take some of the ideas and patterns presented in this video and be able to use them interchangeably in real time. So to get into it here, I'm going to use a groove in 5. I'm going to use the same groove through the entire video. Again, the whole idea is to see this process. So I'm really thinking in 5/8 with this groove. I'll be playing straight 1/8 notes on the hi-hats with my right hand. I'll be playing just counts 1 and 2 on the bass drum, and then the snare drum is going to land on count 3 and in between counts 4 and 5. Put it all together, it's going to sound like this. So to get a better feel for how 5 behaves, I think it's really important to practice with a metronome. So I'm going to set a metronome to play every 1/8 note, so it's going to line up with my right hand. And then I'm going to have the metronome play just quarter notes, and it's going to sound like the groove is kind of shifting in the beat each time it repeats. And then the real test of comfort is to play this pattern against a half note metronome pulse. And that's really going to throw your ear off. Definitely takes some getting used to get comfortable hearing these smaller patterns of 5 against these larger pulses. Played with the metronome set to each 1/8 note. Played to a metronome set to a quarter note. And played to a metronome set to a half note. So when you're comfortable playing along to the metronome, it's time to change up the right hand pattern a little bit. So this first variation, we're going to have kind of a grouping of 3/16 notes, this sort of gallop pattern. And that's going to sound like this. Next, we're going to reduce the hi-hat to just a quarter note. So it's going to take 2 cycles of 5 for the right hand to land on beat 1. And that's going to sound like this. Now we're going to play a straight ahead dotted 1/8 note with the right hand. And this gets a little stranger because now the right hand will land on beat 1 only once every 3 measures. And that's going to sound like this. Now we're going to play a sort of shuffle pattern with the hi-hat, and that's still going to take 3 measures for everything to resolve on beat 1 again. And that will sound like this. So now we're going to take those same right hand rhythms and we're going to place them over an eighth note in the hi-hat foot. And now we're going to take those rhythms and place them over a quarter note on the hi-hat. And if you really hate yourself, you could try to play all these rhythms on top of a dotted eighth note on the hi-hat foot. And of course, you could try to incorporate that sort of splashing technique with your hi-hat foot as well. I have transcriptions of everything that I just played available on my Patreon page. If you haven't signed up already, please do so. It makes it possible for me to make these lessons for you. I hope you find this process useful and fulfilling, and I hope it tickles all sorts of fancies. Thank you so much for watching, and stay posted for more lesson videos.